at higher or actually lighter densities or higher dimensions, the souls prefer to be in soul groups, prefer to be in soul families. That's one word. Soul group, that's another word. In another way, the souls prefer to be with those whom they know and enjoy being and exploring the universe. So these are the soul groups. Humans are preferring humans, and cats are preferring cats, and dogs are preferring dogs. So the different soul groups, whether human or if we look at from New Age perspective, Pleiadian or Arcturian or Sirian or Andromedan or whatever amount of constellations there are in the galaxy and in the whole universe, the souls prefer to be where they feel best together. So these are called soul families, soul groups. Many people say, oh, I think I am Pleiadian or I'm Sirian or this or that. Nobody is Pleiadian or Sirian or this or that. Your soul it wasn't born in Pleiades. It wasn't born on Earth either. It wasn't born in the solar system. Your soul was born right in the source. So you may have been for some lifetimes in one constellation or another, and just like here, you're temporarily for a few lifetimes on Earth, then later on you're gonna move somewhere else, wherever you're gonna find it most interesting to be. We should not identify with different locations. Now, what are different relationships of the souls? The most important relationships are the twin flame relationships, because a twin flame is that which is born of the same at the same time, we can say. And therefore, as we came into lower densities, we assume different forms, and therefore a twin flame truly enjoys reuniting with the other side. But it's not all roses as you may assume, again, because there's always a lot of work involved in that reunification, especially here at the 3D level of all the conditioning and dramas and differences and so on. So twin flame relationships actually are very beautiful and very challenging. I have seen many twin flames who did not manage to stay long together because they were just so different that they couldn't work it out. You gotta be quite advanced and mature emotionally, psychologically, mentally to handle a twin flame relationship. Another relationship that souls have is called soulmates. And soulmates are the most beautiful and dear connections of the souls, one soul with another soul. And possibly there have been many, many lifetimes together in different ways. And the soulmates have this very loving connection, remembrance, knowing each other. And those are one of the most beautiful and usually easiest relationships and most beautiful relationships that you can have. But essentially, if one is progressing along their spiritual path, then again there is a certain calling to meet the twin flame, because it is still on a higher evolutionary level. So that's where we know many stories, especially in the Hindu tradition, of Shiva and Parvati and Sita and Ram and all these beings having their counterparts, twin flames, their divine second halves. And there are many stories how they were interacting with each other. So these are plentiful stories in the Hindu tradition to look at. And a third type of soul relationships are karmic relationships. That's where souls meet together to work on their related karmas. And there are some good days, there are a lot of bad days. Yes, and and that's the trick. I say, you get a few good days and you get a lot of bad days to work through the karma. Yeah, so a few good days to keep you going and a lot of hard work on the way. Yeah, so karmic relationships are really hard and they're meant to resolve those veils and cloaks and conditioning that people resonate with, that people have adopted. So these are the three primary soul relationships.